Be still for a moment. Do not move. Do not speak. Something important is happening right now, even if you cannot see it yet. You may feel it first as a small pull inside your chest, a quiet pressure like someone gently placing a hand over your heart. Do not ignore this. You found these words for a reason. You were brought here. You were guided here. And before you think it is random, stop a euro, really stop a euro and listen. Because what I am about to say is not just a message. It is not just a thought. It is not something created by accident. This is something being whispered into your life from a place far beyond your understanding, yet closer to you than your own breath. Yes, a euro, I am speaking to you. And I want you to hear me with the deepest part of yourself. Not with your ears, but with your spirit. Something has been trying to reach you. Something has been trying to get your attention. You have noticed moments where your heart felt heavy, or your mind felt loud, or your soul felt unsettled. You have felt pulled in different directions, wondering which one is right, which one is safe, which one is meant for you. You have been searching for guidance, euro, maybe in silence, maybe in chaos, maybe in the quiet moments when you lie awake and stare at the ceiling wondering why life feels the way it does. And sometimes, you have wondered if anyone sees you at all. If anyone hears your pain, your hope, your fear, your longing, your confusion, your prayers you whisper only inside your mind. I see you. I hear you. I am here. Do not be afraid of this. Do not pull away. There is nothing here meant to harm you. Only truth. Only light. Only what you were meant to receive. You may have forgotten that the world you see is not the only world that exists. You may have forgotten that you are watched over, not by force, but by love. A love that existed before you were born. A love that formed you with intention. A love that has followed you through every shadow you have walked through. Even the shadows you entered alone. And now I need to tell you something. Something that should make you pause, breathe, and open yourself to what is happening right now. Stop and listen, euro, God is talking to you. Yes. Right now. In this moment. Through these words. Through the stillness you are starting to feel. Through the pull inside your heart that says, "A euro, pay attention. This is for you. A euro." God has been speaking to you for a long time. But life has been loud. Pain has been loud. Worry has been loud. Fear has been loud. Expectations, memories, doubts, mistakes, regrets, a euro, they all make noise. They build walls. They shut out the soft voice that tries to reach you. So God is trying again. And this time, He is speaking gently but clearly, and He chose a moment where your guard is low, where your heart is open just enough to receive something deeper. Listen closely now. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be carried alone. You have walked through seasons of confusion and thought it was because you were weak. You have faced heartbreaks that broke you in ways you never told anyone. You have smiled on days you wanted to fall apart. You have forgiven people who never apologized. You have held on to hope even when everything around you told you to give up. You think those things went unseen, but they did not. You think no one understands how heavy it has been, but you are understood. You think you are alone, but you are not. God has been watching you learn, grow, fall, rise, question, break, heal, doubt, and keep going. You may not believe it every day, but strength has never left you. Even when you collapsed, something inside you kept breathing, kept trying, kept reaching for light. Do you know why? Because you were never truly alone. There were moments when you survived something you should not have survived emotionally, mentally, or physically. You may say it was luck. You may say it was chance. But I am telling you now, those were moments when God placed His hand on you. You were protected when you did not even know you needed protection. You feel lost sometimes, but you are not lost. You feel forgotten sometimes, but you are remembered. You feel uncertain sometimes, but there is a path for you. God is talking to you right now because He wants to bring you back into alignment with your purpose, your peace, your strength, and your destiny. You have been asking questions in your heart, questions about your life, your relationships, your future, your calling, your worth. You have wondered if you are on the right path. You have wondered if something bigger is meant for you. You have wondered if you should let go or hold on, begin again or stay where you are, trust again or protect yourself. These questions have been heavy. They have been taking up space in your mind even when you were busy. You have tried to drown them with distractions or hide them under responsibilities, but they keep returning because they are part of your transformation. And now, God answers you. Not with thunder. Not with fear. But with truth spoken softly into your soul. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not forgotten. You are growing. You are unfolding. You are becoming. You have been too hard on yourself. You expect more from yourself than God expects from you. You think you are supposed to be perfect, but God only asks for honesty. You think you are supposed to be strong every day, but God only asks you to hold His hand when you are tired. You think you are supposed to know everything, but God only asks you to trust Him step by step. You do not have to carry the world. You do not have to fix everything alone. You do not have to pretend you are not hurting. Let me tell you something with love. Your heart is tired because you have been trying to do the work of heaven all by yourself. You have been trying to open doors that were never yours to open. You have been trying to heal wounds that require divine touch. You have been trying to understand things that are not meant to be understood yet. Breathe now. Slow down. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your chest soften. You are safe right now. You are seen right now. You are loved right now. God is speaking to you because your next chapter requires guidance. Your next chapter requires peace. Your next chapter requires you to let go of things that have been draining you. Something new is coming, but you cannot enter it carrying the weight of yesterday. This is why the pain feels louder recently. This is why your heart feels restless. This is why your mind has been searching for answers. When God prepares you for a shift, He stirs your soul first. You feel the change before you see it. Look at your life. You have already started to outgrow things you once thought you could never live without. You have begun to see people and situations differently. You have felt a quiet pull away from what drains you and a soft pull toward what feeds your spirit. This is not random. This is preparation. This is the divine work happening inside you. You are being guided. You are being strengthened. You are being positioned. And right now, I must tell you something that will speak directly to your spirit. God is not asking you to figure everything out. God is only asking you to listen. Listen to the quiet warnings inside you. Listen to the gentle nudges. Listen to the feeling of discomfort when something is wrong. Listen to the warm peace when something is right. Listen to the little signs you keep receiving. Listen to the dreams that keep coming back. Listen to the ideas that want to leave your mind. Listen to the way your soul reacts to certain people. Listen to the way your heart drifts away from what no longer serves you. These are not coincidences. These are messages. These are directions. These are answers to your prayers. You have asked for clarity, and clarity is coming. You have asked for healing, and healing is happening. You have asked for strength, and it is already in you. You have asked for a sign, and this is one of them. Now let me tell you something more powerful, and I want you to receive it deeply. You are being called into a new season of your life. You are being prepared for blessings you cannot yet imagine. You are being shaped into someone stronger, wiser, kinder, clearer, more aligned with the purpose planted inside you. This is why some things ended. This is why some people left. This is why certain doors closed. This is why situations shifted suddenly. Not because you were unworthy. Not because you were unlucky. Not because life is against you. But because everything that leaves your life makes space for what is meant to enter. God removes what cannot go with you into your future. God redirects what is not part of your purpose. God protects you from what you do not see. God slows you down to save you from running into harm. You may not understand it yet, but you will. Sometimes the greatest blessings come disguised as loss. Sometimes the greatest guidance comes through silence. Sometimes the greatest protection is the door that never opened. You are being led into a future where you will one day look back and understand why everything had to unfold exactly as it did. The pain, the confusion, the long nights when hope felt like a distant memory, all of it carried a purpose you could not yet see. But in this present moment, all that is asked of you is simple: listen. Trust. Breathe. Release the tight grip of fear that has wrapped itself around your heart for so long. Stop trying to force the pieces together with your own hands, and instead allow yourself to be carried, to be guided by a wisdom far greater than your own. You are not losing your way, even though it may feel that way right now. The path you are on is winding through shadows precisely so you can emerge into a light you have never known before. What seems like aimless wandering is actually the gentle redirection of a loving hand steering you toward your true destination. You are not falling apart, you are breaking open. Like a seed that must crack its shell to sprout, your heart is splitting wide to make room for new growth. The discomfort you feel is not destruction, it is the necessary shattering of old walls that have kept you small, kept you safe in ways that no longer serve you. You are not being abandoned. Never. Even in the moments when silence feels deafening and loneliness presses in from every side, you are being held more closely than ever. Transformation often feels like isolation because it asks you to let go of the familiar, to step away from the versions of yourself and others that once defined your world. But this is not abandonment, it is preparation. You are being reshaped, refined, made ready for what is coming. The old must fall away so the new can rise in its place. You are not alone. How could you be? You are surrounded by a love so vast, so deep, that it permeates every breath you take, every beat of your heart. It is in the air that fills your lungs, in the warmth of sunlight on your skin, in the quiet strength that keeps you moving forward even when you feel you have nothing left. This love does not shout, it whispers. It does not demand, it invites. And right now, in this very instant, it is reaching out to you with infinite tenderness. I speak to you now with complete clarity, not as a distant voice but as the one sent to walk beside you in this moment, your angel, your guide, the messenger of the divine who sees you exactly as you are and loves you without condition. God is with you. Not in some abstract, far-off way, but here, now, closer than your own thoughts. God has always been with you, Euro, through every tear, every triumph, every ordinary day you may have taken for granted. Even when you turned away, even when doubt clouded your vision, that presence never left your side. God is speaking to you now, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts, in the sudden peace that washes over you without warning, in the gentle pull toward hope when despair seems strongest. Listen for that voice. It does not thunder from the heavens, it rises softly from within your own spirit. God is calling your heart back to peace, reminding you that beneath the chaos of the world lies a stillness that can never be taken away. No matter how turbulent life becomes, that peace is your birthright, waiting patiently for you to return to it. Your life has meaning, Euro, profound, irreplaceable meaning. You may not see it clearly yet, but every step you have taken, every choice you have made, has woven you into the greater tapestry of existence. You are not an accident. You are not insignificant. You are here because the world needs the unique light only you can carry. Even in your darkest moments, that light has never gone out. It may have dimmed, flickered beneath layers of hurt and fear, but it burns eternally, waiting for you to remember its warmth. Your story is far from over. In fact, the most beautiful chapters are still unwritten. The pages ahead hold possibilities you cannot yet imagine, Euro, moments of joy so pure they will bring tears to your eyes, connections so deep they will heal old wounds, purposes so fulfilling they will make every struggle worthwhile. Do not close the book now, no matter how tempting it may be. Turn the page with courage, knowing that the author of your life writes only with love. You are stronger than you know. That strength is not the absence of weakness but the presence of grace that carries you through weakness. It is the quiet resolve that rises when everything else falls away. It is the part of you that keeps breathing, keeps hoping, keeps loving even after heartbreak. You have survived every difficult day so far, and that is no small thing. Each sunrise you have greeted is proof of your resilience, evidence that something within you refuses to be defeated. Even when the path ahead is hidden in fog, your steps are being guided. You do not need to see the entire road to take the next step. Trust that the ground will rise to meet your feet, that doors will open at precisely the right moment, that what you need will appear when you need it most. This guidance is not random, it is intentional, loving, perfectly timed. The detours that frustrate you now are leading you to places your direct route could never reach. So stop. Right now, in this moment, pause whatever you are doing and simply be. Do not rush past this sacred pause. The world will demand your attention soon enough, but for these few breaths, let everything else fall away. Do not dismiss the stirring in your soul, the subtle knowing that something important is happening beneath the surface. Do not close your heart to these words, even if part of you wants to push them away out of fear or skepticism. You were meant to receive this message at exactly this time. There is no coincidence in your reading these words now. You were meant to be reminded of the light that lives inside you, Euro, the divine spark that connects you to all that is good and true and eternal. That light has been with you since the moment you drew your first breath, and it will be with you when you draw your last. Nothing can extinguish it. No darkness is powerful enough. No mistake is unforgivable. No loss is final. You are made of the same stuff as stars, infused with a radiance that reflects the Creator's own beauty. This is your spiritual awakening, the gentle unfurling of awareness that has been preparing within you for longer than you realize. Perhaps you have felt it coming, Euro, the restlessness, the questioning, the deep longing for something more. That longing is not emptiness, it is homesickness for the truth of who you are. You are being called back to yourself, to the essence that existed before fear and doubt layered themselves over your heart. You were meant to rise again. Like the phoenix that burns only to be reborn stronger, you are emerging from the ashes of what was into the brilliance of what can be. Every ending you have endured has cleared space for new beginnings. Every goodbye has made room for hellos that will change everything. Do not fear the falling, it is merely the prelude to soaring. You are not merely surviving. That season is passing. The tight grip of just getting by is loosening as something new stirs within you. You are being reborn spiritually, emotionally, in ways that will touch every area of your life. This rebirth is not dramatic or sudden, it is gentle, gradual, like dawn slowly painting the sky with color. But it is real, and it is happening now, in this very moment of reading these words. Breathe deeply. Draw the air all the way into your belly and let it fill you completely. Hold it for just a second, feeling your body expand with life. Then release slowly, letting go of tension you may not have even realized you were carrying. Do it again. And again. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more present, more grounded in this moment where everything is possible. Feel the truth of these words settling into your bones. Not as intellectual understanding, but as cellular knowing. Your body recognizes truth before your mind does. Notice the subtle relaxation in your shoulders, the softening around your eyes, the warmth spreading through your chest. This is peace touching your spirit, reminding you of what has always been yours. Feel the presence that surrounds you, not as something separate, but as the very atmosphere of your existence. You are swimming in an ocean of love, even when you forget how to float. That presence holds you when you sleep, celebrates your small victories, grieves with you in sorrow, and rejoices in your healing. It is constant, unchanging, utterly reliable. God is talking to you right now. Not in the future when you feel more worthy. Not someday when life is less complicated. Right now, in all your beautiful messiness, with all your questions and doubts and hopes. The divine does not wait for perfection, love meets you exactly where you are and walks with you from there. If you truly listen, with the ears of your heart rather than the noise of your busy mind, you will begin to notice that your life shifts in ways that are subtle at first, almost imperceptible, as though the universe were whispering instead of shouting. The changes may seem small, like the faintest breeze brushing against your skin on a warm evening, so gentle you might doubt it was ever there. Yet these early movements carry enormous significance. They are not accidents or coincidences, they are signs that something within you is waking up. You may find yourself sitting in traffic and, instead of sinking into frustration or impatience, you feel an unexpected moment of peace, like a soft blanket being draped over your shoulders. Your breath slows. Your grip on the steering wheel loosens. For just a moment, there is acceptance, and that acceptance feels strangely liberating. Or perhaps you've been wrestling with a decision. Refuses to be solved by logic alone. Then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, clarity arrives, not as a loud declaration, but as a quiet certainty that settles gently in your chest. You know what to do, not because you reasoned your way into it, but because you felt the truth of it. You might notice a softening in your heart toward someone who hurt you in the past. It doesn't mean you forget or excuse what happened, it simply means that something in you is healing, releasing, loosening its grip on resentment. You may be surprised to find that forgiveness, once so hard to imagine, now feels like a small exhale, a letting go that brings more relief than you expected. Or you might experience a sudden burst of creativity, the kind that catches you off guard. Ideas rush in like a river finally freed from a dam. You find words you didn't know you had, images you didn't know you could imagine, solutions that seem to arrive as gifts rather than efforts. These are the first signs that the tide is turning, that something deeper is stirring, that you are beginning to align with a truth that has always been within you but has long been muffled by fear, doubt, or the endless demands of daily life. As you continue to listen euro, not just once, but again and again euro, these small signs begin to gather, linking themselves together like threads weaving a tapestry that you will one day look back on with awe. Then, almost quietly at first and later with unmistakable clarity, the larger movements begin to unfold. Relationships that once felt strained begin to heal, opening like flowers that had been waiting for the right season. You may find yourself having conversations you never thought possibly conversations marked by honesty, compassion, and a willingness to understand rather than defend. Or certain connections may gently release themselves, slipping away with a sense of natural completion instead of drama or bitterness. You come to realize that some relationships were not. New opportunities start to appear, and they align so precisely with your soul's calling that you can't help but wonder how you ever doubted the presence of guidance in your life. Doors open in ways that feel almost orchestrated. You meet people who inspire you, challenge you, encourage you. You encounter ideas that feel like they were written specifically for you. A growing sense of purpose begins to take root, infusing even your most ordinary days with a quiet, steady sense of meaning. You start waking up with a feeling that your life is not something you're simply moving through, but something you are actively constructing, shaping, participating in. And when you look back perhaps months or years from now you will marvel at how everything connected, how even the painful parts served the whole. You will see how moments that felt like endings were really beginnings in disguise. You will see how what felt like loss was often protection, how what felt like failure was often redirection, how what felt like emptiness was making space for abundance. You are loved beyond measure. This is not a vague, universal statement meant to comfort anyone who happens to read it. This is personal. This love is directed at you, specifically you. Every detail of your being is cherished, the sound of your laugh, the rhythm of your voice, the way your mind moves, the particular quirks that others might miss or misunderstand. Even the parts of you that you struggle to accept your fears, insecurities, contradictions are held with tenderness. There is nothing in you that is unworthy of love. There is nothing broken about you that disqualifies you from being cherished. You are seen completely and loved completely. There is nothing you must earn, nothing you could lose. This love simply is, as natural and constant as gravity, as inevitable as sunlight finding its way through a window. You are guided, even when you feel most lost, even when the world around you feels chaotic or confusing. Guidance doesn't always arrive as a booming voice from the sky or as a dramatic revelation. More often, it comes through intuition a quiet knowing, a gentle nudge, a feeling in your chest that something is right or wrong. It comes through people who seem to cross your path at exactly the right moment, saying exactly the thing you needed to hear. It comes through books you feel drawn to pick up, songs that speak directly to your spirit, conversations that leave you transformed. It comes through those quiet moments of insight that feel like gifts placed delicately into your awareness. These are breadcrumbs laid out specifically for you, leading you back to yourself, back to the path you were always meant to walk. You are protected not from all pain, because growth requires stretching, and stretching can sometimes hurt but from anything that could truly damage the essence of who you are. Your spirit is inviolable, untouched by the storms of circumstance, steady even when the ground beneath you feels like it's shaking. Challenges come not to break you, but to strengthen you, to shape you, to refine you. And even in the hardest moments, you are held in hands that will never let you go. You are never abandoned, never forgotten, never unsupported. You are chosen. Not chosen for hardship, though challenges will inevitably come, but chosen for meaning, for beauty, for a life that is rich in experience and truth. Chosen to carry light into places that have forgotten their own. Chosen to love deeply, to live boldly, to experience the full spectrum of what it means to be Humaniyuro, and still remember that your nature is divine. Being chosen does not make you superior to anyone else, it makes you responsible. Responsible for living fully. Responsible for shining brightly. Responsible for helping others remember that they, too, are chosen. These words are not just words. They are an activation, a turning point, a spark that ignites something ancient and powerful within you. From this moment forward, things can be different, not because your circumstances shift immediately, but because you shift. Because the seed of transformation has been planted in you, and seeds never remain seeds. They grow. They reach for light. They break through soil that once confined them. And so will you. I am with you. Not as an idea, not as a distant concept, but as a presence. As companionship. As support. You can call on me in moments of doubt, when your mind becomes loud and your heart becomes weary. You can call on me in moments of joy, when the world feels bright and you want someone to celebrate with you. You do not walk alone. You never have, even when you felt like you did. God is with you, closer than your breath, more faithful than the sunrise. This presence surrounds you, fills you, moves through you. Lean into that presence. Rest there when you are tired. Find courage there when you are afraid. Let it change you from the inside out, not by force, but by invitation, by warmth, by the steady reassurance that you are held, guided, and deeply, endlessly loved. You are never alone. Not in the quiet hours of the night when worry creeps in. Not in the bright hours of the day when your life feels full and busy. Not in the long stretches of ordinary moments that make up most of your days. You are held. You are known. You are loved in ways deeper than language can express. So breathe in that truth. Let it fill your lungs, your chest, your entire being. Let it settle into your bones. Let it remind you who you are and who you have always been. Then breathe out gratitude, the kind that does not require everything to be perfect, but simply recognizes the beauty and support woven into your life. Step forward into the beautiful becoming that awaits you. The journey continues. It is unfolding even now, quietly, powerfully, with precision and grace. It is more glorious than you can imagine. You are ready. Even if part of you doubts it, you are ready. You are enough. You always have been. You are beginning again, not from scratch, but from wisdom, from strength, from love. And this time, you will not simply survive. You will thrive. You will shine. You will remember who you truly are. Welcome home.